Hey there, good evening or good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this video. Real fast, I just wanted to give you some information on the French Revolution and Napoleon, and the two different things you're going to need to know for the final exam based off of them. Yes, you heard me right. Two different things you're going to need to know. Looks like I was nicer than I thought I was when I was writing your final exam. When I put those questions on there, I just included two questions about the French Revolution and Napoleon, and actually both of them relate to Napoleon. The first thing that you need to know about Napoleon at this time period is the importance and the significance of him crowning himself emperor versus having the Pope crown him emperor. Now, important things, kind of background information on this to make sure you understand, is Napoleon, I guess during the French Revolution, the people of France were really kind of revolting against the Catholic Church. Okay, they even went to the point of redoing a calendar because the Gregorian calendar founded by Pope Gregory would have been too Catholic, so to say. So they got rid of that. Napoleon's going to try to rebuild some of those relationships with the Catholic Church, trying to make things a little bit better off for the Catholic Church within France. So traditionally, is what would happen when you're crowned emperor, you would have the Pope be crowning you emperor. And this shows that the church, the God, is over you and more important than you are. Okay, in your authority, you're only emperor because God chose you to be emperor. Okay, it's kind of like the divine right of kings. Napoleon, as the Pope is sitting there in Milan, the Duomo, getting ready to crown him, Napoleon does something that's unprecedented and really not known at this time period, not ever really happened. Napoleon reaches out and takes the crown from the Pope and places it on his own head. Now this is significant because it's basically Napoleon's way of saying, you do not control me. I am the most important one in this kingdom, in this empire of France. I am the one who is important, not you. I'll do what I want. You're not going to tell me what to do. And this is kind of a real game changer, which is going to be significant and play really kind of goes to show how Napoleon thought about himself as the one who's totally in charge. But it also shows that it's kind of that breakaway from church and state. Before the French Revolution, the Catholic Church and the government of France were like this. Okay, they were pretty much together. After this time, it's kind of that definitive, you know what, we're going to be separate. I'm going to do my thing, you're going to do your thing, but we're not going to be together. Second thing you want to be able to look at is that painting, Napoleon Crossing the Alps, which is appearing on the screen right now. So if you look at this painting, there's a couple things you need to note and be able to kind of explain this painting to us. First and foremost, the significance of the size of Napoleon compared to the size of the horse. So Napoleon is a lot larger than that horse. That's going to be important because it goes to show the might that is associated with Napoleon. One is a historic battle. They're showing here Napoleon crossing the Alps, something Napoleon actually did, but it's making him look much more fierce and mighty than he actually was. If you look in the background, you can see his men, okay, under the belly of the horse, but the important thing to realize about that is it's Napoleon. It's focused on Napoleon versus the rest of the people, this great leader who allowed the French army to conquer Italy compared to the army doing it, okay? It's Napoleon doing this, not the army. It's facing upward, which is showing a couple different things. Number one is facing upward, pointing to God, which is showing that symbolism between him and religion as well. But additionally, it's also showing that he's about to cross over the peak of the mountain, go up and around versus just stopping right through there. It's important to look at the symbolism of color. Okay, it's a white horse, which symbolizes purity. You're also going to see red, white, and blue, which is a color of the French tricolore, which is the name of the French flag. Okay, those three colors, blue, white, and red, are the colors of France on the French flag. It is also significant to note that Napoleon is crossing the Alps just the same way Hannibal tried to cross the Alps and failed. So in ancient Rome, Hannibal of Carthage was at war with the Romans. Julius Caesar tried to take his war elephants up over the Alps. And one thing you know about elephants is they don't do too well in mountains, and they all died. Hannibal is considered one of history's great leaders, and Hannibal failed. Napoleon is considered one of history's great leaders, and Napoleon succeeded. It's important to understand that Napoleon did something that Hannibal could not, which makes Napoleon look like a stronger, more powerful, and a more mighty man. Those are the two things you need to know when it comes for your test, your final exam. Please make sure you give me any questions you might have. Comment down below. Otherwise, good luck and see you later.